Megabit Publishing was at Summer Game Fest, and we're showcasing 4 of their big games coming out soon. I got to preview Lagoon, a cute cozy game, OMUT, the complete opposite of cozy, Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, a co-op adventure game, and Thickest Thieves, a PvPvE stealing game. So here's how each one played. Lagoon is a super cozy adventure game where you're trying to find out what happened to your Uncle Lou, who's disappeared, while also maintaining his seaplane delivery service. I have been a huge fan of crafting adventure games like Grounded and Enshrouded, and Lagoon immediately grabbed my attention with the cute graphics and the ability to base build. You explore a series of islands in Limbo Archipelago to deliver packages, gather resources, and find clues as to what happened to your uncle. You can customize your character, your seaplane, and more when playing, and you can make the gameplay honestly whatever you want. I ended up spending most of my demo time using my Swirler 2000, the little vacuum tool you carry around, to grab resources to build my beach house on one of the islands. There's no official release date yet for Lagoon, but it's available to wishlist now on Steam. OMUT is a weird, freakish 2D action horror game where you're basically just wandering around in a fever dream. I wish I could fully explain the narrative of OMUT, but I don't think I would be able to truly capture how weird this game is. I played the introduction of OMUT and gathered that we're a character stuck in this grotesque, nightmarish forest. I accepted help from this mysterious creature, and that resulted in my character not being able to truly die. So this story beat explains how you're able to respawn quickly after dying to a boss or an enemy to retry the fight. OMUT is a 2D platformer game with bullet hell elements. I was given a shotgun to defend myself with and use against the first boss. Oh my god, when I tell you about this first boss. So the first boss is this weird blob dude who jumps around in the air in the opposite direction of your mouse cursor. So wherever you point, he'll actually try to jump away from you. The only way to defeat him is to make sure he doesn't hit the ground, which results in an instant death for you. And you have to dodge his attacks while shooting him. He has 3 phases, and if you die, you get reset to the start of the boss encounter. OMUT is not a game for casual players by any means. The publisher Megabit told me that this game is very much meant for those players who are used to dying numerous times in games. And if you like games like Cuphead that challenge you, you'll probably like it. After 120 deaths, I was finally able to beat the first boss, but I was very salty by the end of it. OMUT is a unique experience that I think could really be challenging to those hardcore players who enjoy punishing fights. Now, whether or not that includes me, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll at least watch other players play it to uncover the mystery of the game's story. There's actually a demo for OMUT out on Steam right now, so try your hand at it and see if you can beat my 120 deaths before you beat the first boss. Apparently, that's about the average amount of deaths that it takes for people to figure him out, so hopefully you can beat that because, oh my god, I was smashing my head against the wall.
Where in the world are we? Where are the walls? What are these lights?
These are the Darklands. The vaults run even deeper than I first imagined.
This place is
Pathfinder Abomination Vaults is a game I've been really excited for ever since I saw it demoed at GDC this year. If you're familiar with Pathfinder, the tabletop role-playing game that's pretty similar to D&D, you might be aware of this world. Pathfinder Abomination Vaults is based off its Adventure Path tabletop campaign and follows 4 adventurers attempting to beat the big bad Belcora Haruvex. The 4 heroes that are playable in-game are actually characters that are popular in Pathfinder adventures and includes a barbarian, ranger, cleric, and wizard. Each hero has their own skill tree they can unlock as they progress through the story, but also have abilities that will synergize with the other 3 teammates and will amplify their attacks. So for example, if my wizard casts a fire spell and I'm playing the barbarian, I can actually use my whirlwind spin attack and create fire tornadoes that shoot out around us. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play much of the demo, but things got pretty chaotic very quickly and I was really enjoying the co-op gameplay. Abomination Vaults doesn't have a release date yet, but it's set to launch with the ability to play online or local co-op multiplayer at any point in the campaign. So if you're in a boss fight and you need a friend to hop on, they can literally just join you without a hitch and just start fighting with you. Thickest Thieves was announced last year at the Game Awards and was revealed to be a PvPvE stealth game where your goal is to steal treasures and escape. Aside from the reveal, not much was shown on Thickest Thieves until Summer Game Fest this year, and I got to preview the game's hands-off as a developer ran me through the gameplay and what to expect in typical matches. So just in case you aren't aware, what usually happens in a hands-off demo is that you don't actually get to play the game, but someone who's designated by the developer will actually play through it for you, just so they can show you the curated experience, so they can really show you all the elements of the game, things that they want you to see, because otherwise we would definitely be struggling through it. So unlike other extraction games, Thickest Thieves really rewards players for not engaging in direct combat with each other and rather using the environment to slow down or trap other players. So the PvP portion is really just sneaking around and trying to disrupt other players' stealth. In the current early build I saw, matches consist of only 4 human players at a time. You can play in a public playtest lobby or a private lobby as you host yourself. Everyone starts the game at the same time to ensure no one enters the game, just to find out the main mission's target has already been looted. The game loop essentially is you entering a match, going to a phone booth to receive instructions for the item you need to steal, getting into the house or building your target is in, finding clues to help you unlock the room or safe the item is actually stored in, then finally running out and finding your exit without being thwarted by other players who might want to steal your loot. It's really interesting to see different playstyles throughout the game, since you can choose to be super stealthy and lockpick everything, or you can just smash through things and grab items instead. Luckily, for any decision you make, you have environmental options to help you out, like, say, raising the volume on the radio to hide your glass smashing. One nice mechanic is that if you're trying to escape the match and you're afraid of losing your items if you run into another player, you can actually stash your items in various containers, but there are special containers that can lock that you can place your items in that will block anyone from accessing them. The only downside is that these lockable containers take about a solid minute to fully seal, so during that time, any player can steal from them. But it's still a better bet than having them on your person if you know someone is trying to run you down. So you can still eliminate players, but the goal isn't just straight up violence or combat. It's an interesting gameplay loop that I want to learn more about and experience, since watching someone else play a curated match for a demo didn't quite give me the same itch I know I'll probably feel when I play. I did feel that this gameplay demo made Thickest Thieves way more interesting to me than it did in the reveal trailer. And I mean, you know me, I'm not an extraction game person, but if it's done right and is unique enough and isn't just another Escape from Tarkov clone, I think I could be into it. No release date was announced yet for Thickest Thieves, but hopefully we get more information soon. Which game from Megabit are you most looking forward to? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.